Hey y'all, so today was my exam. I took it at 9 o'clock this morning. Okay, first of all, let me tell you about my morning before I let y'all know anything that happened. So I woke up this morning. I woke up early. I was like, okay, I'm gonna make sure I get there on time. I was like, I want to make sure I have enough time, to get ready, and then I want to go stop at Wawa and get me a coffee just so I can focus. And then I had to stop at CVS to get a calculator because everywhere that I went, it said they didn't provide calculators. You gotta bring your own, and you can't use your phone. So I was like, okay. I got in the car. Once I finished getting dressed, I got in the car, and I'm looking in my wallet, and I can't find my ID. I'm like, where's my ID? I haven't used it for anything. So why wouldn't my driver's license be in the car in my wallet where I always leave it? So then I remembered I went out with my boyfriend and I took my ID in, my little purse, and I left it in there. So I looked through my entire house and I can't find the purse that I was wearing that day. Sorry y'all, I'm driving. Couldn't find it anywhere. Okay, I started looking for this purse at like 7:45, right? I didn't have to leave till like 8:30 because it's about a 30 minute drive, and that was without me going to Wawa, without me stopping at CVS. Man, I was hyperventilating and crying because I never found it. So I never found it. I went to the bulletin that lets you know like everything that you need for your exam, and it said that you can use your passport, and then you can use like something that doesn't have your photo but has your name printed on it and you signed it. So I'm like, okay, I got like 4 credit cards, let's see what happens. It is 8:38 and I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay, now mind you, right, in Philadelphia, I live in Kensington, right? So let's just say I live at Kensington and Allegheny, which I don't. Okay, so let's say I'm leaving from Kensington and Allegheny. I have to go all the way to Bala Kingwood, which the traffic is always insane getting to that area. So I'm like, oh crap. You know what? I'm just gonna go and see what happens. I hope they got a piece of paper and a pen because this is how I'm gonna do my math. I was just like, okay, we gonna see. I was praying to God the whole time. I'm like, God, please. It took me a whole month that's a whole nother story. It took me a whole month with PSI, fighting with these people to finally get this exam scheduled. I need to take this exam. I've been studying. I got it. Like, I know it. Everybody knows I'm gonna pass, even though I'm nervous. Like, God, please get me there on time. So my exam was at 9. The route that I took takes 28 minutes. I swear everybody that I was driving behind wanted to drive like 15 miles per hour this morning. I was so upset. I'm like, why any other time or anytime I'm chilling and I want to just drive regular, y'all want to drive like maniacs. And today when I need y'all to drive like maniacs, y'all want to be sweet as Daisy, driving all calm. Irritated. Now y'all really trying me. So now I'm cutting people off. Now I'm zooming past people. I'm gonna get to this test place on time. Got stuck in traffic the last minute. It took me up the boulevard. I took Route 1. I got off going towards King of Prussia, so Valley Forge, and then right before my freaking exit, like I'm like feet away from I can see my exit, and there's traffic. I'm like, oh my goodness, God, please. I know you make stuff happen all the time. It's 9 now. I can't get there at 9, clearly. But like, let the proctor be late. Let somebody mess up. Something. Just please, God, I just need to take this exam today. Okay? So, boom. I get off at my exit. I'm driving down the road. All I have to do is drive straight for a mile and make a right, and I'm there. That's it. Okay. Again, everybody want to be driving slow. I'm like, wow, this isn't even a road where people drive slow. It was the craziest thing. I'm like, I don't really understand what's going on today. I'm like, the devil is really trying to block my blessings. Lord, please just get me there. Okay, got there. There's no parking anywhere. Everything is reserved for this, reserved for that, reserved for this, reserved for that. I'm like, where am I supposed to park? There's no signs or anything that tells you like where to go or nothing. So I'm like, oh my gosh. Then something said, look to your left. I look to my left. It's 2 parking spots. There's no sign that says reserved. I hurry up, put my car in reverse, slid right into the parking spot, got out my car and ran to this building. Now I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't remember what room they said I had to go to. So now they got this little bulletin. Now I'm looking down and I'm like, where's PSI? Where's PSI? I don't see PSI. I see all these doctors. Did I come to the right place? Found PSI, room 310. Somebody was already getting on the elevator, so I ran right after them. So I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't mean to make your elevator late. I'm in a rush. So I get on the elevator and they press 3. I had to go to 310, so 3rd floor, obviously. So he's like, oh, are you going to PSI? I'm like, yeah, I am. Are you going? Are you running late too? He was like, what are you going for? Is that for the job thing? I'm like, the job thing? What? I'm like, no, I'm coming to get my real estate license. And he's like, oh, that's different. Did they send me to the wrong place? I'm like, oh my gosh. So I hurry up, I get in there. I'm walking down the hallway. It's all these doors. There is random numbers too. It's not like they were like 301, 302. No, it was like, all right, 309, 315, 317, 323. I'm like, what's going on here? Then I looked at the end of the hall and it said PSI 310. I walked right in. The lady's like, she sent me to the desk where I had to register at. And thank God. Oh, thank God, because it was nothing but God, because it wasn't me. I was definitely late, but it wasn't a company where everybody sits down at the same time to take the exam. So if you're late, you don't get to take it. It wasn't like that. It was, we got to register y'all one by one. So even if y'all all came at the same time, somebody was going to pass the time to be registered. So it's not like you come in at 9:07 and that's it, you can't take the exam. It wasn't like that. I came in like 9:10. Well, I got to the building at 9:07 and it took me 3 minutes to get there. So by the time I was filling out all my stuff, it was 9:10. And because they gotta register people one by one, you know, you gotta fill out your information here. They gotta give you your bag because all your stuff gotta be locked up. You can't have nothing on you. Then you gotta go to a second desk, and then she finds your paperwork and puts it in the system, turns on whatever computer you're gonna be on, and then sends you to your seat. So it was a process. So when I got there, there was still people from my time slot that were still getting registered. So I made it by like the skin of my teeth, like the craziest thing ever. I was like, Lord, thank you so much, because I was tears in my eyes and everything. Like, no, I just want to take this exam. I just want to get it done, please. So once I got registered, I never got my calculator and I never got my coffee, by the way. So I went in there and I'm like, listen, so do you guys have like a piece of paper and a pen or a pencil so I could do my math? So she brings out a piece of paper and a pencil, and then she opens a desk drawer and brings out a calculator, y'all. Come on. I was like, oh my goodness, you have a calculator? And she's like, yeah, I got you, sweetie. You know we got you. It's okay. You didn't have to bring your own. I was like, I didn't know that. I thought I was really going to be sitting here with my little piece of scratch paper and my pencil. So I had a calculator, y'all. I went in there. For some reason, they have you take a pre-test, which is the dumbest pre-test ever took. It was really questions about the United States. Like, I'm not allowed to say like what kind of questions, because it's against the policy or whatever. But it was really dumb. It was really dumb. So I took that, and then I started the test. I think I was in there for maybe an hour, maybe an hour and a half. I didn't take the full time that they give you for either one of the tests. But I did pass the national portion, but unfortunately I did not pass the state portion. But I only didn't pass by 5 questions, which is really, really dumb. But that's okay, because that lets me know that I really only have to study a little bit more, and then I could go retake it, and then boom, real estate agent. So I did the national portion. Is the harder one. It's more questions, it's more stuff that you have to remember, and I took a lot of practice tests for that, but they don't have a lot of practice tests for the state exam. So I think that's where everything went. So I'm gonna go ahead and study, reschedule the state exam, because once you pass one of them, you only have to come back for the other one if that's what happens. So I just gotta study a little bit, come back, take the test, and your girl be a real estate agent. Are you going somewhere? No? Alright, cool, because I was going. I'm going straight. Like, why was you trying to block the way? That don't make no sense. Somebody took my parking spot. But yeah, you guys, real estate agent in the making.